G'day YouTube, it's Shane here once again, and this is my third attempt at this because Google went and changed the live streaming system, the Google Hangout system. It's all weird now, so yeah, I don't know. But anyway, today I'm asking the question, are you too nice for YouTube? I've been thinking about this a fair bit over the years, really. Back in 2009, I went to a YouTube gathering, and this weekend there's a YouTube gathering here in Adelaide at the Botanical Gardens at 12 p.m. on the Saturday. And everybody's invited, of course, but and I'm not sure whether I'm going or not, but I'll give it some thought. Anyway, and meet some Melbourne YouTubers and things like that, meet up with a few other friends. Anyway, at the original YouTube gathering here in Adelaide in 2009, one YouTuber said to another YouTuber, "You're too nice." And because they couldn't figure out why they weren't they didn't have a whole lot of subscribers and stuff like that. And the person saying that the other person was too nice, and I don't want to get people upset or whatever, but they were aiming for the lowest common denominator. They were aiming for the alcoholic set. You're just drinking, offensive, finger gestures, swearing, and carry on, right? And when I first started, I made a mistake of coming up with a channel name that nobody could pronounce. And don't be offended if you can't, or embarrassed that you can't pronounce it. I have trouble. It was designed that way, unfortunately. But when I first started off, I didn't intend to be a nice YouTuber. I was thinking about wearing a mask, and then a few people. The general consensus at the time was this would be a bad idea, but there are masked YouTubers that are doing really, really well. So I don't know. But the other thing, it becomes a problem when you're just starting to do that stuff in public, like if you're wearing a mask in public, unless people sort of know what you're doing. That's just weird to me anyway. But the idea here, and I want to cut this short, is that a lot of people if they don't have a lot of subscribers and stuff, they're not getting a lot of attention because they're not drawing attention to themselves. They are not nasty enough. They're just not nasty enough. There's all the finger gestures and swearing and stuff like that. And there are things that make me angry, right? And I thought, well, do I do rant videos? Do I swear and cuss and finger gestures and all that sort of stuff? But there are people with children that actually watch my channel, and because this is a live video recording, there's no ratings on it. So you click on it, you think, okay, is this going to be a PG video? Is it not? And so I have to be very, very careful in not. I don't want to offend my audience. Now, some people intentionally offend their audience. NWA's Straight Out of Compton was an attempt to bring a whole heap of attitude and roughness and just offending anybody that listened to it, right? And there's a lot of comedians like Rodney Rude, Kevin Wilson, who do the same sort of thing. They go for the shock value, but it's about offending people. And then people get upset and offended, and the offended people are the ones who market the offensive material. And that's something to consider when you start up a channel, whether or not you are going to be nice on YouTube or not. Now, a lot of my audience see me as nice, so therefore I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. However, a lot of people also think that what I do is very boring. So how do you spice that up? Unfortunately, that's where the tendency is to do the offensive stuff, to do the jackass material, all the stunts and all the pranks and all the, sledgehammer to the nuts and all that sort of stuff that people do here on YouTube, right? It's just to get attention, just to wake people up and shock people and, oh my God, you should see this. Some of that stuff can be really, really funny and entertaining and whatnot. But you notice that there are two camps of people. There are those who create offensive material and those who are offended by that material. If you say something wrong on YouTube, people will take time out of their day to produce a video where they are highlighting the mistake that you made. They will go out of their way to do it. They'll go to the shops specifically to get the props to make the video to highlight. People spend hours doing this. So you've got two camps on YouTube, the offensive and the offended. And the offended are the ones that brought advertising the offensive material. It's like, someone shoots a giraffe and has a photo of themselves next to a dead giraffe. What do? Do you then share it around through Facebook and say, look at this person, they are they're an awful person because they've shot a giraffe and they're posing next to it. This is disgusting. And the same with the elephant or whatever the animal happens to be. And you think, okay, for me personally, I don't spread that stuff. I don't need to see it. I don't want to see it. And I don't think anybody in my friends list wants to see it either. It's like, but it's funny, like, see, that's called infamy, right? If you do something negative and offensive, you become infamous. But if you can channel that infamy, right, and you just do something good with your newfound fame, right, that's fine. People are very forgiving in that respect, right? But you have to have respect. People have to respect you. Even if you say the occasional offensive thing, people have to respect you. You have to have a backlog of respect before you can get away with doing, offensive stuff. A lot of what I do here on YouTube is very tongue-in-cheek, or maybe I try to be thought-provoking, but the stuff can be very, very stale. And like a video like this might get 30, 40 views, but a lot of the stuff, it's only getting 20 views now. So that's why I was doing the ghost videos and all the UFO stuff, because I know that there are people who are actively searching for those things, and I'd like to do comedy and Bigfoot videos and all that sort of stuff too. But I don't know whether, do I have the trade-off of, do I become more attitude-ridden? Do I become nasty? Offensive? And lose a handful of subscribers and gain a whole heap of views? But the choice comes down to the channel itself, I think. If you are going to do offensive material, then you need to set up a channel where you're just going to do offensive stuff. And then you might have another channel where you are as nice as pie, whatever. I know a lot of people who are making a lot of money, and they're nice people, and they've got millions of subscribers. They're Australian, they've got millions of subscribers. You may not have even heard of them, but they're nice people. Their videos are nice because they're cooking channels, and they have to be nice. It has to be G-rated stuff, right? So, I don't know. I mean, it can be random. It depends on what you're doing. But I think if you're providing value and entertainment with your videos, then you shouldn't have a real problem. You should be making quite a lot of money. I don't know. I'm starting to ramble because this is my third attempt at a video, and I did a really good one last time. The second attempt was brilliant, but I accidentally deleted it while it was processing. Anyway, let me know what you think. Should I be more edgy and attitudinal and offensive and, you know, flipping fingers and swearing and carrying on? You know, would you be more interested in that aspect? Or are you tuning in because this is a bit more relaxed? You want something different? You want a change from people being in your face and trying to convince you to believe what they believe and whatnot. Anyway, please find the camera here. Please leave a comment down below, letting me know what you think, and because I want to try and re-energize my other channels as well, but I also want to and there are obviously technical limitations of what I can do and what I can't, but I want to just spice things up a little bit, but in a way that's not offensive, you know. Like, I've done stuff that's PG, borderline PG, but yeah, but they're also like community guidelines, and I don't want to violate them as well. There are other YouTubers that are like, I don't care who I offend, but I hate feminists, and I hate this, and I hate that, and are they doing it just to stir the pot? Do they genuinely feel this way, or what? You know, what's the story? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll leave it there. And hopefully there'll be another video fairly shortly. Bye. Look after yourselves, alright?